Let's turn to one of them. Porsche's China CEO Helmut Broeker joins us this morning from Shanghai. Good Monday morning to you, Helmut. Let's talk about how Toyota is dealing with this recall as a competitor in the auto industry against Porsche. But what do you think of the situation at Toyota so far?
I think it's quite important that they react very, very thoroughly and very immediate to the concerns of the customers. And I think this is what every other manufacturer would do, and really consider the concerns of the customers to fix the problems. And I think Toyota has started to address these issues of the customers. And I think we would react similar, responsive like they do.
Now, Helmut, let me just ask you, because Toyota's recall, massive recall, some would say stems really from its parts supplier, CTS. How do you ensure that your suppliers' quality really match up to snuff and up to standard?
Also, we have a very comprehensive quality system in place. We have one department head or one division head even reporting directly to the chairman of the board in Germany, who is taking care about all quality issues in the company. And of course, we have a very comprehensive reporting structure, making sure that as soon as a problem comes up in a factory or somewhere else, the whole system starts to address this issue in the factories.
Yeah, Helmut, but you have factories. Porsche has factories. Other car companies have factories around the world. It's now a globalized supply chain, you could say. So wouldn't you say that the globalization of parts supplying really makes it hard to pinpoint the problems these days and ensure quality?
I don't think so, because every manufacturer has a very comprehensive system in place, even people in the suppliers' organizations, to make sure that the quality is maintained usually. Porsche has factories only in Germany, which gives us, of course, a better hand on the quality in our factories itself.
So Porsche China itself does not use any parts from Chinese suppliers, is that right?
At the moment, we do not source in China, maybe indirectly via other suppliers which have sourcing points here in China, but usually we use European manufacturing and supplier base in Europe.
Okay, well, Helmut, let me just ask you, how do you, if you were Toyota, try to ensure to win your customers back who have really been shaken by this, because you're expecting quality from names such as Porsche, such as Toyota?
Yeah, also we at Porsche, of course, have a much smaller base. So for Toyota, the extent of the problem is a little bit bigger than ours. Yeah, I mean, Porsche manufactures 100,000 cars every year. So we try to keep as close as possible with our customers, which also makes it possible that we can address the issue much faster and have, let's say, more abilities to address these issues. Yeah? In China, we have sold last year about 9,000 cars. So you can imagine if a problem comes up, this is much easier to handle than if you have 4 or 5 million cars to sell every year.
Yeah, you just saw 9,000 Porsches in China last year. That's interesting. What about the numbers for this year, considering we're seeing sales figures for cars hitting double digits, 70% in some cases?
I think this year the market will also see a 10 to 15% growth, and we want to stay in line with the market growth at least. I mean, the customers love the cars here in China. They love the Porsches, and especially the Cayenne is a very popular model. We sell about 80% of our total volume at the moment with Cayennes. And I think 10–15% more should be possible this year.
Okay, let me just ask you one more question, Helmut. With the merger between VW and Porsche, has that changed operations in China at all?
We are talking about many fields of cooperation because, as you might know, the China market is for the Volkswagen Group one of the most important markets. I think it has overtaken the German home market last year already. So they have a very big organization here, and we are still a small player from the Porsche side. So they can provide us with backup support in many, many fields like purchasing, logistics, research, quality assurance, and so on, because they have a much bigger organization and they are better equipped than we as a also newcomer. Yeah? You need to understand that Porsche China exists as a subsidiary of Porsche AG only for 2 years in China so far. So we are still in the learning phase.
All right, Helmut. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this Monday morning. That's Helmut Broeker, Porsche China's CEO.